to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
Oh, absolutely it is. And I wouldn't ask him to come look at this because I would feel ashamed of myself. But Greg would know.
He's like, does it have XLRs? Yeah.
No.
Does it have USB too?
He's like,
as well?
Do you have how many?
He's like, I don't work on those.
How many mics do you have for the drums? And I'm be like, 0.
He'd be like, I don't know what you're
but
talking
can
about.
I get some more audio in my monitor?
But we have a mixer.
I can't hear myself.
No, you don't.
I can't hear myself in my monitor.
Yeah, but I'm asking, how did you mic the snare?
Yeah.
We don't have one.
What's this? I don't
well,
even.
Then you don't have a problem. But
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do to help you.
Greg's like, yeah, you're helpless. You fucking idiots. Go anal.
How many mics are on the snare?
How many mics do you need on a snare? It's the loudest drum in the kit. You know? I gotta hide this. Is that pre-dinner? Is that the beginning? Is that your appetizer for dinner?
Appetizer. I was so busy outside with yard work.
The yard looks great, by the way.
I like blitzed through. Well, you can imagine if I had Bob Rossed it.
Yeah. It doesn't look terrible.
Half the fucking lawn. I mow dandelions.
Yeah, I know. But it looks good, nice.
But most
and cut.
of it is absolutely totally dead with the tree. Now when I come over that big ass root that's coming up,
the roots are preventing stuff from growing.
Oh yeah. In like 2 places now the roots are starting to like crest like a goddamn Russian submarine being
popping up out of
captained by Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I'm only borrowing a Humvee. I cheese grate that bitch with the
blade of the mower.
Listen, man, fuck you.
Yeah, I got one root on the back side of the tree that's in the front yard that it's like the roots grown up and the grass is sort of receded below the sides of it, and so I have to like rock the mower over the root to get the mower down into the other section. And then it's like, yeah, you know, like I'm like slicing the top of this giant root. Yeah.
Hey, man. My weeds are edged.
It looks good.
It looks trim.
At least for now.
You know, man, you can even like manscape a pimp, you know.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Yeah. Even a pimp looks good every once in a while.
Right. At least right after.
Right after the shower.
Right after. And then it's all downhill from there.
After that, yeah.
Fucking train wreck.
Yeah.
So I like lunch was like, and now I'm like,
yeah.
I'm feeling the sugars.
Yeah. Hey, I got something. So we've talked about this on a couple of occasions, how we are our own worst enemies at times.
Yes.
Right?
Frequently.
And this is one of those, I had one of these moments.
Okay.
My daughter has a Subaru Forester. And since she bought it in like 2020 or whatever it was.
Was it a COVID?
I
just before it popped off or right in?
I think it was like early summer after COVID or something. I want to say. I don't. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I believe it to be.
Roughly 2020, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
The windshield wiper squirters have not worked.
Okay. Ever since?
They have sprayed, but a pittance of water.
Oh.
And it's like, well, is the motor dead? Is this what's wrong?
Oh.
You know, there's tubing and shit and power and motors and tanks and all kinds of stuff going on, right?
Right.
So it can be a very daunting thing. And then and I remember looking into it back then, like, okay, well, how do I get to the tank motor or the sprayer motor?
Okay.
Oh, well, you got to take off the wheel liner and shit.
Oh.
And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I want to commit to that, it's probably not a big deal for many people, but at the moment it was like, nah. And then it was like, well, maybe just the nozzles are clogged up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Sure.
Well, you can't get to the nozzles from the top, and you got to take the cowling off underneath, and also the windshield wiper blades. And that's not a big deal, but the cowling, like, I didn't want to do that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had spent some time on several occasions, like taking the hose and shooting water down the throat of the squirters.
Yes.
You know, and nothing ever fixed it.
Right.
And so the other day, I think it was Monday night, I had bought all the stuff to do an oil change for her car. So I did an oil change, and I had the garage was like empty except her car. And I'm like, windshield wipers. This is my arch nemesis now. Like, it's been 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be nice if they worked? You know?
Right.
So I backed the car out of the garage so that the hood is like over the seam of the top of the garage, the driveway.
Sure.
So that I can get the hose out and start hitting stuff. And I fill up the water tank.
Reservoir for the wiper squeeze and then
I fill that up, and then I get in the car and I squirt the thing, and no water comes out of the things, and it was completely full, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I walk back around to the front of the car and I look in the reservoir and the water's down, and I'm like, well, and you can hear the motor going, so I'm like, okay, so the motor's working, I can hear it, pumping,
right.
But where the fuck is the water going if it's not coming out the squirters?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm looking around. I don't see any water.
There's no pool.
No.
It's like we put it into the heater core.
That's exactly what I would like. Did someone plumb it into the battery?
Right,
you know, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who knows what's going on here?
Yeah, someone like put in a little Paul Walker squirting onto the intercooler type of shit.
Yeah. So I like, hey, Shan, will you come out here? So I'm like, here's what I'm going to do. I just want you to go in and you don't have to start the car, just have it on and hit the squirter. Just hold it down for a while.
It's like, okay.
So I can look under the car, and sure as shit, water is pouring out of the passenger side wheel well. So that's part of the reason why you would never see it, because the reservoir is on the driver's side.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, how the hell is it?
What?
And I'm like, okay, that must be the normal drain for the rain when it comes in through the through the cowling.
Right.
It must funnel water into that area and drain right there.
Sure.
And then I go, okay, all right, well, now I know where it's going. And my wife says something to me, and I go, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to take the wipers off and the cow, you know.
Right.
And I'm just like, she like left, and I went, nope, I got to do it.
Nah, we're doing it.
Wipers come off. Started working on the cowling, like a bunch of plastic clips holding the cowling in.
Any of your plastic clips break?
No.
Lucky you.
Yeah,
because when you're done, we'll get to mine.
Oh, good.
Okay, go.
And so the cowling's sort of weird shape because it's like got these points that point up on the sides of the window.
Okay.
So I like peel it out and like get it out, and it's still got the hose connected to it, right? So I like get it out and wiggle it so I can get it turned over, and sure as shit, the tube is separated off of one of its connectors. So it's got like check valves before the squirters.
Okay.
So that water can't run back into it.
Mm-hmm.
But also I look at the check valve and there's definitely debris inside of it. And I'm like, okay. So I start pulling tubes off and just running my compressor, spraying air through all the tubes, and like shit's coming out of them. And, you can go in the car and hit the button and water will flow. It's like, yeah, okay, it's working.
Yeah, we did it.
So I get both of those guys cleaned up, put the cowling just temporary in place, spray in the windshield.
Nice.
Spraying.
Hose it down.
The fucking windshield.
Like a John Holmes porn video.
Dude. It was, it's one of those things where I had built it up that it was more than I wanted to be able to deal with, or maybe scarier of a repair than I thought it was. And I just, on Monday night, was like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like the moment was right. And it's also like I noticed for myself, when I have situations like that arise, I will resist any attempt by somebody else to coerce me into doing the thing by giving excuses. And I have to come into the idea that I can do it on my own in order to do the thing, which is just like a terrible thing to like even admit about yourself.
Yeah.
And that was the case, and it's working. So yay. I fixed a 5-year problem that was probably broken before we, probably long before we got the car.
I think, where did I run? I think it was with my dad's Dodge. I was cleaning the engine bay like a year and change ago. And as part of like something, I think I was changing the battery. And I wasn't looking for a problem, but I realized that a hose to the wiper nozzles, which were readily accessible, was cracked and like weeping.
Yeah.
I didn't see a leak, but I saw a crack and it was wet, like at the crack, and I went, "Oh, shit!" Well,
it was
wait.
wet at the crack.
Yeah, it was. Hashtag Ulanzi. Not a sponsor.
It sounds like a fertility
And I was
clinic.
like, wait, what is this? Okay, this goes into the it's routing out the hinge. It goes to, that's the, and then I'm looking at the hose. And as someone like you that has put in misters in the last 3 to 4 years, I'm looking at this hose and I'm looking at the drip lines in my yard, and I went,
I have some of that hose.
I have some of this hose.
That's right.
Just be sure not to get the soaker hose.
Right, that will drip everywhere.
Right, will just drip out the engine bay. And I went, how silly, but yet also simple, is that the routing and tube used for, at least for the Dodge 2500 pickup trucks,
was basically the same thing.
It's drip irrigation tube.
Yeah.
And so
there's nothing fanciful about it.
No,
it's just tube.
I cut a link, splice in, splice out. I'm looking at the barbs, the T's that split it to the two sprayers.
They look identical.
Like, I've got those too.
Yeah,
I would split that. I've used that for the fucking strawberries in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I noticed too. They're identical to the shit that you would use to do the misters.
So,
except they're low pressure. Unlike your mister can handle higher pressure.
Well, I would be wondered what the actual PSI of that motor is. I don't know. I would wonder. So house irrigation, like a drip line, is. Do you know?
Well, I think your normal, normal water pressure in your house is somewhere in the, I want to say 50 or 60 PSI range. Okay. Or if you're on the high end, like I am because of Chandler, you're on the 90 to 100 range.
Okay.
But like it doesn't take a lot of pressure to squirt out of a car's windshield wiper squirter nozzles.
So like if you were to stand in front of one of your lawn sprinklers, would it remove skin?
No, it doesn't seem to affect the sprinklers that much, but where I see it the more than anything is like the hose.
Oh, okay.
It's like I think the sprinkler heads do a good job of like keeping the pressure down.
Pressure regulation.
Yeah. Or the shower. Like I can't fully our shower's like the kind of control you just pull it on.
Yep.
And if I fully pull it on, it's because we don't have any there's no pressure regulator thing or pressure knockdown in the shower head.
Okay.
Because I removed it years ago. Before Chandler ever messed with the water pressure, I had removed the disc that was in there that just had holes in it that like reduced the pressure.
Right.
And so if I fully turn on the water pressure in the shower, it's uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
So when I turn on the water, it's
Oh, hello, Mr. Schroeder. You want the acupuncture?
yeah, it's too much pressure.
Interesting.
And then I feel like I'm wasting a boatload of water. But where I really notice it is at the hose. At the hoses, it really
rips.
It rips out of the hose. Yeah.
Interesting.
But like the misters that are on the HVAC compressor unit
Mm-hmm.
and the misters I have that are around the pergola thing in the backyard, those seem to be fine. They don't really. I think they self-regulate because they can only allow so much out anyway. You
would almost want more in there anyway, because if you atomize harder with higher pressure, that's better thermal regulation.
Sure.
Then.
So anyway,
I ran into something similar to your.
I feel like this happens to you and I a lot.
And this, and I did this, my catalyst to get it done.
Yeah.
So this was last week, but we were so busy with the show, we didn't get to it. I ordered a new muffler for the Miata.
Yeah.
But much more JDM. But it's a 2 bolts, and that's it. It's like
so it uses like a clamp to
8 pounds. No, there's no clamps.
Oh.
It's like there's a 2-bolt exhaust out. It's after the cat. It's like right under the bumper.
Oh, so it's a catback.
Yes,
exhaust system.
It is pretty much just the muffler and a fucking exhaust.
Oh, okay.
And it's one.
So it's the normal, like they have those spring-loaded bolts that hold the shit
pretty
together.
much that.
Okay.
So, it goes in the stock hanger. Miata's 2012.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new here. The products for this situation are all working in stock locations, stock hangers.
Yeah.
The product is like
that's what I would want.
Yeah. You're like, check that it's gonna work.
It fits perfectly. Perfect.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
This was a 30-minute job. Easy.
Okay.
And weight savings, like 15, 20 pounds.
I'm sure that was a big factor in your...
Absolutely. The other part of that project was I ordered a carb legal because it's old enough that there are carb legal products still available.
Yeah.
An AEM cold air intake.
Oh.
That, however, is not a 30-minute.
Oh, really?
Because that requires the entire front clip of the Miata to come off, because where it picks
and front
up,
clip, you mean the bumper?
The
and
bumper.
Okay.
And if you're trying to be super fast about it, you would need to take off the crash bar. But if you're me, you've done something of this and you're comfortable with automotive things, you can snake it and be fine.
Okay.
And you have coconut oil.
So it's a cold air intake that moves the inlet somewhere different. It's outside the engine.
It's more of like it goes from like 2.5 to 3 inches, and it puts a K&N
3-inch intake for a Miata.
Yes. There's a whole dyno-proof 3 horsepower increase.
Oh my God.
But whatever. It's more about the sound. But anyway, it requires you to take off the whole front bumper.
Yeah.
The day before, I just leisurely did the muffler. Leisurely did it.
Yeah.
The next, on that day, the AEM intake came in.
Oh, I'm feeling what you're feeling right now.
And I went, but I'm going to have to take all the front fucking bumper and all the little plastic clips.
Which is crazy because I watch a lot of car YouTube. And they take off bumpers all the time.
Right. And
they make it look so fucking easy.
And I have taken off
the
bumper on her car before to fix a small fender abrasion.
Okay.
To fix some cracked plastic on it.
All right.
So I have taken it off, but it's been years.
Yeah.
And having known, and then because it's a Miata and it's so low, like you have to jack it up and you have to put it on jack stands, and you're gonna have
ramps at least,
right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to get under it, and so it's a process.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to, because like, how would I? And it's gonna be all day, and then So Tuesday evening, I was like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it this weekend.
I'll get to it tomorrow.
Right. I'll get to it this weekend. Wednesday came.
Yeah.
So podcast day.
Yeah.
And it got to, I can't remember, it got to about 1 o'clock podcast day. And I came out here to like organize the garage a little bit and clean up. And I'm staring at the AEM box. And I went, you know what?
God damn it.
God damn it.
I ordered that fucking thing.
Right. I'm like, I know how, it's not like I'm going to have to look up stuff. I know how the bumper comes off.
Right.
I know where the clips are. I know the socket sizes for all the things. It's just going to be a pain. It's just going to be a pain. And I said, the only way I'm going to do this, not pushing it out, is if I back this thing into the fucking garage and I start taking it apart at 3 o'clock.
And you have now a timeline.
I have to get this thing pulled apart, put back together by 7 o'clock. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to push out.
We're going to be doing the podcast in the Miata.
Or I park a front clip removed fucking Miata in the front yard that looks like white trash bonanza.
Sure.
So I did it. I backed it in like 3 o'clock, and I'm like, no, it's too late now.
It's doing it.
And then the fucking bumper comes off, and I'm like looking at the clock, and it's like 4:15. I'm like, ooh, yeah, you better fucking get on it. And then, I'm undoing stuff, and then I'm like I'm like snaking it, and the fucking silicone couplers are giving me the shit, and I'm like, dude,
those never look like they're fun to work with.
It's fucking fine.
Oh shit!
Fucking. I have this fucking coconut oil suntan lotion that's like gone. It's not good for like skin use anymore. It's like that old.
Okay.
But it smells really nice. And I keep it for lube.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I'm fucking lubing up this fucking silver. And then Venus is like, she's getting ready to come home. And Piper's like coming out here every once in a while. And there was a band thing. Guy was supposed to come and pick up a thing. And so then I'm looking at that as an excuse as to whether or not like, well, now it's taken apart. And now I have to be ready to like wait for dude to come pick up his thing off the porch. He's going to want to chat with me while I'm fucking on a creeper underneath a Miata. What are you doing there, bro? Yeah, just pick up your shit so I can fucking finish.
Yeah.
So I took a pause, and then, it's like, creeping off. I'm like, fuck it. I have to go back out. I have to finish the shit.
Yeah.
And did.
Yeah.
But I put myself
really
in a rock and a hard place
to...
Listen, there's no reason I have to push this off until the weekend.
Right.
Because then all the weekend shenanigans are all jammed up, and it's like, oh, well, I'll wait till Monday when no one's here, and I can do it all on Monday. It'll be totally fucking fine.
Well,
like,
one of my things is the heat. So, like, I didn't even... If it's like over the weekend, we were closing in on 100 most of those days, Saturday and Sunday for sure.
Yeah.
And so I had already bought the oil for the oil change and everything. It was sitting in the garage, and it was just like in the filter. And I was like, I think it was Sunday. I'm like, I'm going to do the oil change today. And then by the time it got, Chandler had my ramps.
Oh.
And so I had to go over to Chandler's house to pick up the ramps, and also I needed to empty the oil container.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stopped at the AutoZone that's close here.
Mm-hmm.
They're full.
Oh.
So then I go to Chandler's to pick up the ramps. Then I end up sitting in the garage with Chandler and Nicole just shooting the shit for like probably 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I gotta go take this oil. And he's like, oh, you should probably call before you go.
Yeah.
So I call the other AutoZone out there on Blue Oaks, and they're like, yeah, we're full. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. And so then it's like, call up O'Reilly's. You guys take oil? Yeah. Are you taking oil right now? Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time I got home, the temperature went from like 94 or 84 degrees when I left to now we were up in the upper mid 90s.
Ugh.
And I was like, I'm not too keen on being out in the garage and changing, like laying under a car in the heat.
Yeah.
And just sweltering. And because by the time I'm getting into it, it's probably going to be close to 100. And I'm like, no. So then I just bagged it.
Yeah.
And then Monday night, it was nice. It cooled off in the evening pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay, I'm going to do the oil change. Got that done. And then it started like, oh, let's look at the sprayers.
Yeah.
But I feel that like whenever I do a car repair, like when I did the alternator on the CRV that you had to come over and help out with.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's my wife's daily, right? So
yeah,
that shit has to be done. Like I had to have it done that night so that she could use it the next day. And I feel like sometimes when you're under pressure like that, it helps you perform better.
Yeah, sure.
And if I have time to sit around and think about it, because in her situation, it's a thing where the car's not charging and it's killing the battery. So she can't use it.
Right.
So it's like, I got to get it done so she can have her car tomorrow or whatever, And so like you're just forced into this position to do it. Whereas with the sprayers, like when I really start thinking about it, I start killing my chances.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of like a speedy or a, like because then I'll be putting it off. I'll put it off like, well, I don't really know what's wrong. So, and not putting myself in a position to like troubleshoot it, but like really killing my chances of like, I'm not dealing with the fact that the sprayers don't work. My daughter is.
Right.
But it doesn't affect me. So it's fine.
If you're not bothered by it, then
yeah.
Let me know when you got some cycles free.
Yeah. There's a lot of different modes of thinking that go into that process that really I really screw myself over in waiting. And I have other projects at home. Drywall in the closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Door frame on the garage door that goes out to the side of the house that has to be replaced. It's like, I don't know what that entails. Like, how am I going to be able to get the trim off without breaking it? Can I get the trim if I do break it? Am I going to break the stucco? I don't want to break the stucco taking the trim off because that'll really fuck me. Because I don't know how to do drywall or stucco. There's like so many things involved. I don't know how to put in replace a leg of a door frame and like make sure it's straight and like the door shuts and I would just be winging it. And sometimes that works, but also like I've built this problem up in my mind for however many years it's been that I need to replace it.
Yeah. But
I can't seem to get out of my own way to do it. I'll just think about it too much.
Just give your wife a hammer and be like,
that's motivation enough to get in there and do it.
I need you to punch a hole right here.
Just stand next to this door with a hammer and swing it around a little bit. Don't hit anything.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump to action and actually do it.
You know what? You fucked up this frame and now we have to replace it. I'm on it.
It's like...
It's non-recoverable.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's just... It's kind of amazing because it ended up being like a pretty quick repair for a problem that I built up in my mind to be way bigger than it was for 5 years.
5 years? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. So when you're talking about that, I could feel like the anxiety in me like sort of creeping up like, oh shit. But then at the same time, I know I spent money on the thing and it needs to go on the car because that's why I bought it and I want it.
Right.
But then I gotta do...
That's what I feel like sometimes, particularly here in Northern California, my willingness to tackle something, certainly outside, becomes the way that heat has hit us in the last 10 years easy, like starts to make, I can tackle that, problematic because it is so absolutely batshit crazy hot.
Right.
So to shade tree mechanic in 100-degree heat between the months of what would be probably June to September, sometimes early October.
Yeah.
Pick your El Nino, La Nina season. And I'm someone that since April and change has been cycle available to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I find myself constantly, like, if it's outside, I don't necessarily have some of the heat threshold problems that you do.
Yeah.
But when I have free cycles, and I'm like, well, I'll go fill up the green waste bin, and it's 90 something degrees. No, and then I feel like unproductive. Like it's one thing to be like winter. Like my dad has this frequently since he's retired. Like in the late fall into January, February, when there's no baseball games and he's not getting out, he gets stir crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of that is part of the reason why he comes down every Friday, is to get himself like almost in a mandate out of the house.
Because it gets darker earlier,
right?
The days
so
get shorter.
He's like, I have nothing to do. I need to change my thing. So when I don't, like, the heat, like, almost makes me not only feel unproductive, but I don't want to be inside. I want to. There are things for me to do outside. Cleaning the yard, green waste. Is the pond here in the front has a leak somewhere, but it needs to be completely disassembled. But that is,
you gotta drain it.
It is drained, but that's a complete. All of those rocks have to come out. That's a weekend project.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at, so now it's like in a quasi state of initiated but not. I am not apprehensive about tackling that project, but I am constrained by heat. I can't stand. I'm pressing 50. I can't stand in the sun.
Do you have a pop-up tent?
No.
Oh,
not anymore. It's dry rot. I'm in China.
We had one. And we had one.
I had one.
And I got it cheap at like Big O. I think like $69 or something. It was a good deal.
Tent from Big O.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a
buy 3 get 1 wheel and a pop-up.
No, it was just a cheap. I just needed a cheap pop-up. I think we bought it when we were doing the back patio bricks. Okay. Remember when I put the brick patio pavers in?
Yes.
I bought it for working on that, so I would have shade.
Big O tires.
Oh, not Big O, Big 5.
Okay.
Sorry, Big O, Big 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Bought it on sale at Big 5. Bought it for doing the pavers out back. Worked fine. Had it in the garage, and then I would have a thing like, oh, I need to replace the sprinkler, but it's hot, but I need to replace the sprinkler, and so like I don't want to be out there digging in the heat. But at the same time, also, like, it's fucking a geyser or whatever.
Right.
So I got to replace it. So then I would get the pop-up tent out and put it out in the front yard and be working in the shade. Sure. And it was awesome. And then I let Chandler borrow it. And he put it in his backyard. And then they just left it up.
Oh.
And then it got rotted.
Right.
So then he bought me another one.
Yeah.
And then he borrowed it. So I don't have one anymore.
UV, man. That fucking, it'll kill shit.
But those are great if you have one. they're a
Sure.
great solution for shade. So that's what I was thinking. If you had one, if I had one, I would let you borrow it to do that, because that's the great. Just getting the sun off of me is like the hot air around is okay, but the sun itself is what really kills my vibe.
I have, and then, well, so
Yeah,
I've said
sorry.
all of this. No, I have said all. Well, this goes back to the. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
All of that aside, I have almost like a design vision of what I want that. Like if I'm going to replace the pond, I know what I want that to look like. I would love like an Asian pagoda shade pergola type of structure there.
Put a Disney wishing well out there.
A number of reasons. That space right there. Put Disney. You want a churro? That space, right? That office wall.
Yeah.
Absolutely cooks the shit
out
of that room
in the afternoon.
Just goddamn, it like radiates.
Yeah. You need more R's in the walls.
Yeah.
Use them R100.
All of the R's.
Yeah.
And I have the Nest thermostat. I put in like some of those satellite thermostats.
Yeah.
The two random one. There's one in the kitchen and one in the living room, and then there's the Nest itself in the hallway. And I put one in the office, not against the wall, just kind of just on one of my cabinets.
Yeah.
And the other three can be with a thermostat set at like 76, can be at or near plus or minus 76.
Yeah.
But in midday, the office will be mid 80s.
Part of it is number one, the sun that hits that wall.
Oh, right.
But then part of it is all the computers and all the shit in the rack you've got going on.
There is certainly an amount of computing power generating heat in that room.
Yep.
But the stucco cement wall and direct sunlight from
radiant
2 p.m. till probably about 6 doesn't help. Like you can tell it's 10 degrees hotter in the office than it is anywhere else in the house.
Yeah.
So I know I need to put something shade absorbing or to at least mitigate direct sunlight to it. And I would love to have like a Japanese inspired shade pergola, like pagoda structure doodad there. But that's a retrofit. And I want the pond, but now it's a thing and a thing. I'm like, how fast can I build it almost, because I don't want that. I don't want to disassemble everything and then
have nothing
for 2 months or 3 months
or 6 months
or all winter
or next year.
Right. Right. So it's like I have a couple designs that I'm like hot on, but then it's like, oh, well, I don't have the truck because Dad has the truck. And then can I make that design? Like how much work is in design and making the design smaller for the space? And then when I get the pond pulled apart, will the existing components all work for the structure? Should I mortar all of the rocks in place or just like completely cement them? Okay, so then how do I what if I run into irrigation lines that I didn't know were there? Like, and.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hear you.
It is not a project that I am apprehensive about, but yet simultaneously I am apprehensive about the scope and duration, and so now nothing happens.
I have one of those. I have a couple of those, but one of them is that our house is closing in on 30 years old, and the kitchen is worse for the wear. The tiles are, especially around the sink area, are like the grout's fucked. We need to replace the sink. The sink has been scratched to shit so that the glazing on it is all rough.
Okay.
And so it gets stained real easy, and we just pour bleach on it so it'll actually be white for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to replace the sink.
I think one of the few times I was in your house, you showed me
the texture,
the grout. You're like, I want to handle this. I want to do this.
Yes. So I do, and I can. It's not that big of a deal. I understand tiling,
right?
But I'm like, okay, I can go. I'm approaching it this way. I can go get some tools and clean the grout lines and get grout and re-grout the whole fucking countertop. That's not a big deal. Like, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. But I don't want to re-grout the countertop when I can clearly see I've got broken tiles, cracked tiles, tiles that have a chip in them that need to be replaced, X, Y, Z. And then I'm like, okay, well, how many of those tiles do we have? And I start going over them, and there is probably at least half of the tiles need to be swapped. And then I'm like, well, if I'm going to swap the tiles, why don't I just tear it all out and replace it with something new?
Right.
Something modern and new. That could be a slab thingy. That could be whatever, but something new. We already have a sink for the kitchen, right? This would be easy. But then the problem is like, I don't want to not have a kitchen for an extended period of time while I can't get my ass off my own thumb after I've torn the tile.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not against just knocking the bad tiles out and then relaying those. I'm not against that at all. But what I have concerns with in doing that is getting them to be level and matched with the tiles that exist.
Right.
So I have concerns about that. And I'm not sure, I'm not a tile expert.
Right.
And I'm not sure that I have the skill for that.
All of a sudden, you're going to have a guest over, and they're going to be making, like, chessboard jokes, and you're like, fuck you, it's all the same color. What do you mean?
Well, it's just white tile.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, like, is the white tile that I can buy at Home Depot or Lowe's going to match?
Right.
And also, when I lay it, is it going to be
bone white
smooth
versus chatter white? You're like,
you know, no, I mean, is it going to be level?
Right.
Like, am I going to be able to lay it so that it matches level wise with,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. And then I'm just like, fuck, why don't we just tear it out? And I'm like, that's great. I'm all for that. And then I look down at my cabinets and realize that in the corner where the sink is, the counter sort of does a right turn. It's a 90-degree angle right there, right?
Yeah.
And I realize as I look down that the cabinet underneath, there's a gap where the tile rolls over the front side of the cabinet. On the right side of that cabinet, the gap is much smaller than on the left side of the cabinet. And then I realized the cabinets have not been put in properly.
Oh, boy.
So that this guy is cockeyed, or maybe the walls are crooked. And holy fuck, I don't know how to fix that. I mean, sure, I could move the cabinets around after the tiles are all broken out. But, like, am I going to be able to fix it? Did those guys not give a shit and they just put them in when they installed them all? Or is it a fixable thing that I can actually do? I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just blindfold yourself, step out into the garage.
Dude.
Give a sledgehammer to your son and be like, I need a right angle. Make it happen.
So when I start seeing all of these things, like, I'm all right with this step. Oh, I'm okay with probably replacing a few tiles. But then when I realize how many tiles I'm going to be replacing because there's that many that are cracked or whatever.
Sure.
Then it becomes, well, if I'm going to take that many out, then it all just should come out and we should replace it all. And then that turns into a whole bigger fucking problem. So that's where I get. I really like. I'm hardcore not opposed to doing work myself. I want to learn. I want to understand how that stuff works.
Sure.
But
it gets weird when it's something that you need in 1 hour, 5 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours later.
Yeah. I don't want to be
right.
2 months without a kitchen.
Right. It's not my rental. I live here.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if we don't have a sink.
Right.
Where do we clean things?
Right.
I don't know.
It's one thing to like, oh, well, I'm going to fuck around with like memory management and like writing code, and it's a Raspberry Pi. Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah.
And if this thing completely blows up, it's a fucking Raspberry Pi.
I'll wipe it.
Well, I'm gonna try something new in memory management on my main rig PC. No, you don't. Because I need this fucking thing.
This main PC is what's getting that job done.
Is what I use to look up porn. Hashtag sorry kids.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you're taking like a kitchen is the focal point of a home many times, right? Like
yeah.
It's like you come out of your bedroom in the morning and go straight in the kitchen and you do some shit. You make a coffee, you blah blah blah, maybe you empty the dishwasher. You load the dishwasher, whatever it is.
Right.
This is a recurring theme throughout the day in the kitchen.
Yes.
And it is a big part of anyone's house. And so if you're going to tear your
right.
countertops out, number one, it's going to be fucking messy. And number two, you're not going to have countertops.
You know what you need to do? You just need to like go to like, I don't know who carries it. Probably Amazon, because I've never seen it local. You need to get those like bird spikes.
Oh, yeah.
And you just put that along the edge of your entire countertop for like 1 month.
Just to see.
Just so that way no one can use the countertop.
Just to see what it's like.
And then you're like, see? The countertop is gone. And then on the 31st day, you completely destroy the fucking countertop. And you're like, everyone is cool.
Now we're all good because you knew what to expect.
You didn't know it was you couldn't use it anyway.
I know you're washing that lasagna tray in the toilet.
Right. Listen, everyone has made concessions for the last 30 days. Some of us are using the bathroom sinks. Some of us are using the tub.
Which, by the way, Dad, those are clogged because there's no garbage disposal in them.
Right. I didn't know I couldn't put half a pound of crab shells
and chicken bones
in the bathroom sink. I didn't know.
It's really tough because the only person it's not like you're hiring a guy and you're like, you really fucked up. Like, this is going on too long. Get to fucking work. No, you're just pointing the finger back at yourself like, oh, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you install any of this shit wrong, you're going to know. You're going to know.
The wife will tell you.
Not just that, you'll know.
I used to be able to do this, but now is it supposed to squeak like this?
Yeah.
It's fixed.
Yeah.
This doesn't do what it used to.
Yeah.
But it's fixed. Is it though?
But we don't have broken tiles and missing grout anymore. But it also, the water just collects right here. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Is grout supposed to be black like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. And my wife knows. We both totally. We've talked about it on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
And I remember standing in the kitchen with her, and I'm like, okay, so I'm like, finally, I just get to a point where, like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get a grout scraper, and I'm gonna go get some grout, and I'm gonna fucking fix it.
Right.
And then I'm like, but then the broken tiles.
Right.
And I'm having this conversation with her. But then there's all these broken tiles. She's like, there's not that many. I'm like, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And I'm just like going around. That one's cracked.
Right.
Those are cracked. That one, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And
You
she's
want
like,
me to put blue tape on it?
oh, yeah.
Bink,
And then she's like
Bink,
this.
bink.
Oh, yeah. You know, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And so then we might as well just replace it all. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, but then, like, that cabinet's crooked because look at the spacing here from here. Why is it like that?
Right.
I never noticed that before. I just noticed it like when I was staring at this shit because it's all fucked up. And then I go,
She's like, Melly just the other day said that her windshield wiper sprayers weren't even working, and that was weird for her because she ran across some bird poop, and it was. And you're like, what?
what? They're broken?
The fuck, man?
They were working
Since like 2020.
They were working when I tried them.
Yeah. But, I mean, they worked when I did them.
Yeah, barely, but something was coming out of them.
It seeped, kind of like
Yeah.
morning after sexing or something.
Yeah.
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 I tried to.
So that whole the whole project thing gets squirrely quick, and it can get out of hand, just like with your pond.
Yeah.
It can get out of hand quicker than you realize because you're like, well, I'll just do this now. And then you do that and you're like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well do blah, blah. And then next thing you know, you just got a fucking dirt hole in your yard and you're like, fuck, what happened to the pond?
Yeah.
You know, and then it's a bigger deal than you ever thought.
You make small gains, though. Like, I would count this year, because we kind of talked. I mean, this goes back to, like, spring. Loosely displacement, or April, was like, there are some stuff, like, trying to knock out something that you can knock, the garden.
Yeah.
We put together...
I have not made
We did not overachieve with a garden.
Yeah.
I bought a small, by square footage size, it's small. And we could probably go even next year. We'll do slightly less plants, more tomatoes. But we're getting ample tomatoes and stuff, and squash and zucchinis and all these. But we tackled one and knocked it out, and we're getting fruits of the labor.
Is that what they mean?
So sometimes it's just like you, and you do need to acknowledge like the winds, the windshield wipers, sometimes. To overachieve, like the big picture, we need to make a garden, and we need to plant the stuff, and then we have to curate the garden.
Fantastical idea.
Right. Sometimes it's just a small little guy with 3 to 4 tomato plants, 2 squash, 2 cucumbers. What are you doing, cucumbers? A watermelon that has kind of decided every once in a while it wants to make a watermelon. Are the birds stealing them? I don't know.
Rats.
Not here. Holy shit. Yeah. So some things are just like the small wins.
Yeah.
The garden was one of those small wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny baby steps.
Yes.
I figure this year it's one of those weird spaces for me personally where it was like I came into the first fiscal quarter of the year doing the same thing that I've done for the last 26. Like, I'm very busy, and I do the small tasks that I can do while I'm working. And then it was like, knock out all of the things that have not had attention.
That have been bugging you.
Right. And now I'm in a space where I'm like, well, fuck, what happens when?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's been really nice to be able to balance life in a place where it was like, I can do this with Venus. I can do this with the kids. I have plenty of time to do these projects around the yard that I don't feel that I'm neglecting something. or using it as an excuse to push something off. So at some point, I have to get back.
Yeah.
I have to go back to the thing.
Yeah.
So it will be weird, even for the small stint that it's been, to be like, well, now we're back on the treadmill kind of thing. That will be weird because
Well, what's weird is what's happening right now.
What?
The fact that you don't have a job.
Oh, yes.
Right. That's the weird part.
I had
It'll be normal when you have to get back on the treadmill.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I had a really good talk with, I think he's in his 20s. It was my sister-in-law's son. His Trevor. First name Trevor.
Would that be your nephew or niece?
Nephew? Because it's not blood. Because it's Venus's.
So from previous marriage?
Yes.
But they're married, so.
Yes, they are. So nephew.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Your nephew.
I've never really thought about it that way.
Think about it that way now. You're
it's
welcome.
only by legalese.
Sure. Yeah. But it's the same.
But yes. God damn it, I can't remember where he went to college. I believe he has a degree, but not in the thing that he is. He is super talented in front end IT. So we're talking like front end stack, web page, Java, programming.
Sure. PHP.
Yes, front end stuff. He is a user interface, graphics, stuff like that.
Okay.
Not what he went to school for, but he is very adept. He spoke very fluent in like IT stuff, and we were talking about what my experience was in IT versus what he sees in IT. And his frustration is because he lives closer to the Bay Area. So we're, I'll give a approximate, we'll say Petaluma. So not San Francisco, but Santa Rosa, Petaluma.
Okay.
He's from the Bay Area. So his exposure to IT that has caused him just to be abhorrent to the industry is venture capitalists spin-ups. So you get someone with a ton of money that has an idea, or maybe has no idea, but they have tons of money that someone is looking to just offload as a tax write-off. So they spin up a company. Some guy says, I've got an idea. We need this thing. It needs to look like this. They hire a bunch of people. The salary is ludicrous.
Yeah.
But it comes and goes in a fortnight kind of time.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So you get on board. You're like, I like to do this thing.
Yeah.
You get hired. You start doing the thing. And you're like, well, what are our deliverables? And someone tells you something. But it's nothing. There's no direction. There's no mission statement. There's no directive. So you start to leapfrog between these what-if companies.
Yeah.
Because someone's...
haven't really done anything real.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not looking to do anything. They're looking to write off money so that whoever has the money can say, I took a loss, and they're not paying taxes on something.
Right.
So his exposure to IT is completely enveloped in this bubble of, I can never create consistency in a career that will afford me longevity and future-proofing my retirement, because everything that I have available to me as a career comes and goes with zero direction.
Right.
So he's like, I can't stand it. There's nothing here. It's a problem. And my perspective is the politics. I come from a place that is pretty well regulated. Everything is pretty close to being on rails, but politics and turnover creates lack of direction or a change in a C-suite leadership. Please don't cut off my severance. A change in C-suite leadership creates lack of direction.
Yeah.
So the lack of direction is almost transferable to Trevor's experience and mine, but I used to solve problems. I was very good at solving problems. Trevor is self-taught. I am self-taught. So while our origin stories are different, he has a perspective of the industry that is 15 years above his career. And my perspective is spot on. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, same, yeah, Like, I'm not looking forward to getting back into that type of thing, but I'm not done yet. So I have to.
Yeah.
And he is clearly in his 20s. There's no way he can be done yet. Like, he can...
Short of winning the lottery.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not done yet. And the bottom line is, whatever, he didn't mention what his degree was for, if he had one. But he was clearly talented in the front-end IT space.
Yeah.
That he has a gift. And to use his gift to make his work life easier, he has to be in the shit. Mine's not. To use the work experience that I have means I have to get back into the shit. Perhaps I can pick my poison as to how hard the shit is.
Yeah.
But for after 26, I mean, is there a Caltrans position open in road work? Sure, but it's not gonna get me there. It's not gonna get this family's bills across the line.
No.
So I would be more than happy to do that. I would be more than happy to put calluses on my hands if I could get close to that pay scale, but I can't.
Right.
So that means using the gift after 26 years that I've built back into IT somewhere.
I think you have to find the right place.
Right.
That's not toxic.
Yes.
More or less.
Right. There's a toxicity level that I have to be able to, like, somewhere in between.
But the thing is you don't know. You don't know if it's toxic.
Right.
You're jumping.
So
you get hired somewhere, you jump in, and it's great for a week, and then you start seeing the cracks, and you're like, shit.
Right.
What did I do?
Right.
But also, for the moment, you have a job.
Right.
And sometimes it's easier to find a job when you have a job. That's
yes. So you just yes. So that's kind of minus a certification perspective. There are a couple of things that Venus has like sent me like, no, there's this is coming up. This is coming up. So I may truncate my end game design to start submitting for a couple of these like city county jobs, like on the quick, unprepared, just to be like, well, I'm in the hopper, and then fucking. We just send it.
Yeah. I tried to get into Roseville.
Did you?
Yeah. I think that was when I was working in Davis. I interviewed. Their interview process is tough, and I didn't really know what they were. Not that I couldn't have learned it, but they obviously didn't hire me.
Right.
At the city here, but I did have an interview. I thought it went fairly well, and I didn't have the experience I think they wanted.
Oh.
So.
Oh, and his too, part of his. So he. It's very interesting. So he's coming at it from he has a talent for the work.
Mm-hmm.
Without the degree.
Mm-hmm.
And I have work experience with no degrees.
Right.
But I'm also old, relatively speaking. So he finds that he is getting scratched off of filters because no degree, and I am getting scratched off of some positions because of age,
which isn't supposed to be, but
it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
I had my career counselor on LinkedIn tell me that it would be better if I truncated my 26 years at Wells to 15.
Oh, wow.
So that way filters, you don't scrub it off of your resume.
Right.
Resume
You just shorten the time.
But on LinkedIn, where things are doing their pre-scrub stuff and grabs and whatever the fuck is AI's magic is doing, 15 years. Because Trevor asked me, he's like, "Well, why would you care?" And I said, because some algorithms are saying if you have 26 years of experience in one thing, then
you're harder to train.
You're probably 60 something years old.
Oh,
like no one has that, and they're under 50.
Yeah.
Like that's in one position. Like that, I'm an oddball. So to truncate my work experience to the last 15 years, at least on LinkedIn, it like, oh, well, he could be 30 to 40, potentially 40 years old. That's still another thing.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum,
yes.
my daughter has finished her externship and her last internship at the VA here in the Sacramento area. And basically is a doctor. She doesn't have her diploma yet, but essentially she graduates at the beginning, or like I want to say it's August 8th or 9th or something like that. And she's a doctor now.
August 8th or 9th?
Yeah.
Is she still interning there? Or
no, she's not working.
She's on summer break.
She's
as
out.
a 20-something-year-old.
She had her last day last Friday.
Yeah.
We went out. We took her and Chandler and Nicole to Visconti's Italian restaurant in Folsom and had dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the most expensive dinner I ever bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, whatever. But
she can call herself doctor.
I mean, yeah, basically.
I mean, she doesn't have the diploma, but I saw the certificate just like you did, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was just a completion of her externship, which was, it was, for her, it was her externship combined with her last internship.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a year and 2 months, something like that. And so the VA was cool. They gave her like a certificate, and they bought Taco Bell for lunch. But she's basically a doctor. It's crazy.
She will, but officially,
Yeah.
Once she has her diploma, she will have earned a doctor title.
Yeah, she has a doctorate.
She is a doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
She'll be
Melanie.
A doctor of audiology. Dr. Squishmallow.
Fucking A, dude. Is she going to change her, like, fucking Instagram, TikTok handle?
Oh, I don't know.
Dr. Squish?
I don't know. That would be funny.
She could.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
So I just thought that was cool. But so she's 24. She's 24 and has a doctorate.
That's pretty amazing.
That's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
But she's got years of audiology work ahead of her.
Yeah. Welcome to the treadmill, young one.
Yep.
It's time to start putting the pennies away.
She is like on the job hunt now. She really wanted to work at the VA.
Right.
But they didn't have any positions available.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah. I'm like,
wait, what? Shut the fuck
up. So she really wants to work at the VA in general. So she's looking at positions at other VAs as well in different, I don't know what they're like, different VA groups.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been doing that. Aside from maybe like, I don't know, Kaiser.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Staying within the state?
She doesn't want to be far. She wants to be in Sacramento for sure, but she might have to go somewhere else. Like she's looking at a place where she would move to Monterey.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's not terrible. I could move to Monterey.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, it's not terrible at all.
You'll be fine. You'll live.
So, yeah, that's kind of fun.
I'll truncate it as fast as possible because we're close to time. I went to, tell me if you've ever done this.
All right.
Have you ever been to a concert?
Yes.
Where English was not the music?
No.
Zander's favorite artist is a Japanese female artist named Ado.
Okay.
She was in San Jose at the SAP Center.
Nice.
This is her second world tour.
Yeah.
The first go around, she didn't stop in San Jose, but she did stop in LA, and Zander missed it.
Yeah.
So when this second tour came up, he was like, I would really like to go. I'm like, I'll buy you fucking for Christmas. I bought him tickets.
Nice.
I said, where would go? All of her stuff, she's Japanese. It is 100% Japanese. I was in the presence of SAP Center was sold out. I've never been to that one, but obviously the San Jose Sharks play there.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of shit. But it was sold out. Like, when it said sold out on the side, I'm like, 15 minutes to go, and you're like, I see this looks like the fucking Kings sold out version.
Right.
No.
It was packed.
Once it went go time, every seat was full.
Yeah. And then I showed up.
Yeah. What?
And then I showed up.
Right. You motherfuckers! Asians
we're laughing, but it's fucking terrible.
Right. Zander is a bigger fan of her than me.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy her music. Everything, all the lyrics are Japanese.
Yeah.
It's all Japanese. It was a 2.5-hour show.
Was it partially Japanese?
She does come out. Sing about Japanese. She does come out and you can tell she's very broken English, attempting to sing. She pre-encore. It was very funny. She's like trying to explain what Hibana means in Japanese. It means spark, and what the whole thing was for the name of the tour, and that it was her second tour, but the first time in San Jose, and she hopes to be back again. And then she, people are cheering along the way, but you have to picture that this is coming across as broken English.
Yeah.
This 10-minute interlude kind of thing. And she's like, and so today I went to the In-N-Out, and everyone in the fucking place lost their shit.
Yeah.
Because it's California. If you're California,
Oh, yeah.
In-N-Out, if you're fucking White Castle, New York, or Five Guys in Texas or whatever, In-N-Out is our thing.
Yeah.
And everyone loses. And then she's giggling because she the fan reaction of her saying, and so I went to the In-N-Out. It was very funny. It was very charming. And then she ended up having an Instagram post later on of her. She doesn't show her face because she wants the attention to the music and the attention to the music.
So even while
message,
she's playing live,
right?
Yeah.
To go to Japan, she wants Japan to be honored by her talent.
Uh-huh.
So she.
What's her name again?
Ado.
Oh. She
does her entire thing in this cube that has digital LED projections on it.
Uh-huh.
So you can see her silhouette and you can see that she's singing, but you don't see her face. You don't, her actual human likeness is not displayed
during the show.
I don't know if what she actually looks like has ever been posted. If you've seen Sia, she usually has like this wig that covers her eyes, so you don't know what her eyes look like. It's kind of along that, but it's not necessarily that she's embarrassed about what she looks. She tries to transpose her talent and her attention to Japan. So if you like what you see, you like what you hear, and you like my message, please tribute that to Japan, because she's all about Japan. A very wholesome artist. She has one of the most... she has a crazy spectrum of like vocal capability. Like think... damn it. Christina Aguilera, Whitney Houston, and Miley Cyrus. Like she can, she ends up doing a cover of Sia's Chandelier in her encore that it gives me chills. Like her ability to like carry a from your soul type of tune.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
That's cool.
Absolutely. She's an amazing vocal talent. I did that. So it was crazy. It was, and I'm probably one of the...
When was that?
It was Sunday. Her show was Sunday.
Nice.
So Zander and I drove down Sunday morning, stayed the night at a really nice Marriott thing that was 7 minutes within walking distance. Walked to the show, walked back, slept, got up in the morning, drove home. Miata, 33 miles to the gallon.
Nice.
Fucking dude, that's nice.
With the cold air intake.
With the cold air intake and a new muffler. Top down the whole way. That's why I got sunburns.
Oh, that's funny. Right on.
If you are someone... You and I are both music people. If you have never considered... That's not right. I would impress upon you, if you're a person that enjoys music, to always be challenging your playlist.
Yeah.
Like, just go a little bit outside. You never know what you're going to find. Or ask your kids what they're listening to. Because this was it was an amazing experience. Not only because it was something that I could share with Zander, but it was
outside your
wheelhouse. It was one of those things that you could put on a list and be like, I've been to a concert where English was not the spoken language.
Yeah. Was there lots of white folks there?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity?
Yeah. Few and far between.
Really?
Like I said, I mean, I made a joke. I'm like, I was probably the tallest person there because a huge Asian. And that's a weird blend of like cosplay, anime, manga, Japanese, trance, EDM, ballad, music. Like there's 10 genres of things that this artist blended. It was like fucking... It was a full meal of entertainment.
I assume that the Bay Area has a lot of Japanese folks that live there. Apparently.
They may have close to been all the ones that were there. I mean, it was...
What's the SAP Center? Is that... What venue is that?
Like size-wise?
Yeah. Is it a basketball arena? I don't know what.
Hockey.
Hockey. Okay.
Like ice hockey. I would say.
Oh, it's where the Sharks play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a little bit smaller than the current.
Arco.
Is it Arco? Golden One.
Golden One. So probably around 16,000, 17,000, something like that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere between the old Arco that you and I would know out in Natomas and the new Golden One. Somewhere in between there. Like, it didn't look like it had the verticality of the current Golden One.
Yeah.
But it was not as wide as the old Arco.
Yeah.
For sure. 20,000 probably sounds about fair.
Okay.
But it was packed. It was packed.
Yeah.
It
well,
was,
usually too, they cut off one end and no one sits on like that side because they do the show towards one side, right? Or did they have it? Was it in the round?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
You're right. Probably 7/8 of the arena.
Yeah.
It was pretty. She had a good chunk of the pie.
Yeah.
Being
We saw Duran at Golden One
yeah.
a few months ago, and that was the case there too. They, like probably at least an eighth of the place, no one can sit there because you're not going to see anything.
Yeah.
And it's backstage.
Oh yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of those arenas they can't fill them to their capacity because those aren't usable seats.
You have to put the speakers somewhere, man.
Yeah, exactly, and the stage.
Right.
So yeah, but that's cool. That sounds fun.
It was a good drive.
Yeah.
It was a really great concert. Is it like Taylor Swift caliber? No. Was it better than the Imagine Dragons concert that I saw up here at Sleep Train? Yes. And Imagine Dragons was in English. So think about that one.
Last Friday, which was the day that we went to dinner for Millie, Live was doing a show up there.
Oh, yes.
And I really wanted to go, and you could get tickets for about $30.
Jenny and Jason went.
I would have gone. I've seen Live play before, but not.
They had Collective Soul,
yeah,
and somebody else with them too, and I was like, "Oh shit, I know all of those guys."
I know.
Shit. Yes, Jenny. I think Jenny went.
Yeah,
she had pictures on her Instagram.
I would love to go see Live again, but the last couple times I priced them because I feel spoiled, right? I saw Live play at the Cattle Club that holds like 250 people. You know what I mean? So, and I think the ticket was like $18 tops. It was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That was back in the Mental Jewelry days, the very first album.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I see they're going to be playing and I go to like, oh, how much are tickets for them? And I got to drive to Reno. They're $70.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, no.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm not spending $70 plus driving to Reno because you can't come to SAC to see you play.
Reno.
Yeah.
Where in Reno?
I don't even know.
Like Silver Legacy.
Yeah, in the Dome. I have no idea.
Circus.
But yeah, so it's like every time they had come anywhere near to play, and I noticed they were coming to whatever town it was. Oh, how much are those tickets? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth seeing them for that much money when I saw them in a small club.
Yeah.
When it was before what's his face lost his mind and sued everybody. So,
No. Shit. You know what's good for God, because we don't distribute to Spotify anymore, do we?
I turned it back on.
Okay, good.
I turned.
Now I don't feel so bad.
It was for months. Like it was like 8 or 9 months we didn't.
I spent probably the last week. I was trying to curate a Dungeons and Dragons playlist of like various atmospheric, like blizzard on a mountain, on the water, city, blah blah blah, and being fed some of those tracks. And then tense combat, and my typical playlist stuff, and Ado, and like all that stuff. Spotify seems to be very good at doing the, hey, how about this?
Yeah. You like this? Well, what about these dudes?
It has been. I don't know if I've had too many misses. Some of the recommended, I'm like, oh shit. Now I have a lot of like crickets and river streams ASMR stuff, which has been nice. But I forced it into that by trying to create these like playlists about atmospheres.
Yeah.
But some of the Ado stuff and some of the they call it epic music, or like music epic trailer music, like the Hans Zimmer Superman theme shit, like where he's doing a thing, orchestral, heavy, powerful stuff. It has fed me some artists. I'm like, ooh, hit
Really?
playlist. This motherfucker, right?
Wow.
So,
I don't
more
use
so
Spotify.
than I've ever really got from Apple Music. And before that, it was Google Music, YouTube Music, whatever it was before then. It's okay. It's hard to tell who's getting pushed because they're paying more.
Yeah.
The closest probably experience to that would probably be Pandora, but Spotify seems to be pretty good at, hey, I know you like this, try this, and it's a hit.
I get that. I had an Apple Music trial. I think it was like 6 months long or something, 4 months or something. It was pretty long, and I just never used it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think about it. Like I would go get in the car or whatever and like just hit play on my normal music.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't really, and I'm like happy with that music, right? So it's like I wouldn't really think much about it.
Yeah.
And then at some point I'd be like, oh shit, that's right, I have Apple Music right now, and then never touch it again.
Oh.
And like I don't know. And like my wife and Chandler use Spotify all the time. I don't know.
Both the kids are almost exclusively Spotify.
I think Melly too.
If I'm at my desk, it's usually up until the last probably 2 months, almost exclusively Apple Music, because that thing can be running and not on a PC.
Yeah.
So it will like ambient, and its picks are pretty good, but it like tends to like you've got these in your playlist, so I'm pulling from these.
Yeah.
Spotify tends to be like, well, let's help you like get way out into the weeds on some stuff.
Yeah.
And because of I want to say probably the licensing, there's a lot more things available on Spotify that aren't available on
Apple Music.
Very polished Apple Music solution. So it's like, well, I want to listen to that, and that's only over here. And then I can personally only listen to like my curated playlist on Apple Music so many times where I'm like, well, now for the next 2 months or 3 months, I'll try this over here until I get bored, and then I want to go back to my playlist. And Spotify seems to have really created some interesting net new artists. Their AI DJ, fascinating. If you've never, you wouldn't know what it was. What is it called? DJX. I think that popped up like a month ago.
Very Elon Musk sounding.
It is a very urban voice over, and the way it does the transitions into new stuff. Hey, I'm gonna start you off with. It's very casual. I'm gonna start you off with something off your playlist with like one of your number 2 listens. Here is Lightning Crashes by Live, and then it goes into it, and it'll get like 2 or 3 songs, and then it'll go like, hey, so I'm going to change up the vibe just a little bit. So here's something that you probably haven't heard of or you haven't listened to in a long time. Here's Toad the Wet Sprocket. And you're like, it carries itself like a plain English DJ that is not, and it gets the artists and the track names right.
So is it an option to have that?
It's like a playlist tile. It's it says DJ on it. You hit and then it does
all the DJ.
It does something from your algorithm. Something from your probably like your, what is that thing that they do at the end of the year for Spotify? It's like it kicks out like a report of like your most listened, where you were rated, blah 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 blah, like anyway.
Okay.
So it's tracking like all of your plays of who you like and like your playlist.
Yeah.
And then it like starts to create these verbal interactions that it's almost like a personalized DJ, but it's not even like, I don't have one in here. It's not even like Alexa. It is very fluid.
Right.
You would not necessarily know that it was not a human. You would think someone was like, okay, so here's your next one from your blah, 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 blah. It is
weird.
Almost uncanny. I was telling my dad, I'm like, it is almost uncanny how natural speaking this AI DJ is.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't have one of those.
No.
Hello, Jim. Would you like to hear another Smashing Pumpkin song?
Yeah. No.
Here is I.
Do you use the normal Siri voice?
No, I have
Mine's got a
my
dude.
new phone. I have the.
Yeah.
I think it's like an English dude.
Oh. My wife has like a Australian voice.
Oh, it may be Australian.
You know?
Yeah.
And that one always bugs me because she says stuff weird, and her accent is weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Narshan, I can't play that.
Oh, nar. I can't
Nar.
open your garage door.
Nar, I can't open it. Put the nar shrimp on the Barbie.
But
Fuck you.
it's pretty clear. It's a lot better than it used to be for sure. But it's not as good as it seems like some of the other stuff is.
Do you have an Alexa in the house?
No, we don't have a smart person.
I've had this probably on a list for somewhere maybe 2 years back. It's at least a year. They started throwing in like these intonations on some of her typical announcements.
Uh-huh.
Like, you've got there's a package coming today. It started coming across like, oh, you've got a notification. It's like, Alexa, notifications. And she'll be like, you've got a new package. And the first time you hear it, you're like, what? Or like there's like a fake excitement in the way it's delivered.
Yeah.
There's a new package today. And you're like, okay.
All right.
That's okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
Why are you so excited? You're not even real.
4 packages will be delivered today. And you're like, okay.
All right.
All right.
You're really up. You had a couple cups already?
Fantastic. Thanks for that. So they started throwing these like weird emphasis on the wrong syllable kind of things.
Yeah.
And it was like, it felt.
So the emphasis feels wrong.
Yeah, it was like, or it was like unnecessarily excitable. Like, yeah, it's fucking 2 reams of A4 letter paper. It's not that all exciting, honestly.
Yeah.
I bought some new fucking clips.
It was filters for the HVAC, but thanks.
Yeah, great. Chopsticks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So exciting. Anyway, we're way at time.
All right, way at time.
Way at time.
Well, that means that, what were you going to do first?
You should wash your hands.
Yeah, and wash your ass for sure.
Stay up to date on your shots.
Make the call if you need to. We got this backwards.
Holy shit. Check your oil, Tony. Holy shit.
Register to vote and vote.
Pick up a broom.
Do the kindness.
Make a call.
Wear a helmet.
And
Wear your helmet.
And we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, like a glove. Like this. Like, got it.
I watched an ASMR of a dude
Oh, yeah.
re-webbing a
really?
baseball glove.
Oh.
I'm like, what? Anyway,
Okay.
we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.